until I actually like let you guys know, it will probably sound like, what is this girl talking about? Like, how could her hair cause her near-death experience? Like, yes, you know, this video is like so different for me, mainly because, you know, sometimes you're just so accustomed to saying things a little bit differently. It can come across misconstrued. But for me, I just noticed a lot of trauma growing up because of my hair. It just makes me feel, I want to say, like a bit triggered whenever it comes to my hair. I just want to be able to explain this properly. Growing up, my hair played a big part in the way I was treated. That's the door slamming, guys. Part of my life. Whenever I have to film, I notice that the enemy likes to play with me. Part of my trauma. But growing up, I've experienced a lot when it comes to my hair. A lot that has just left me in positions where even my life would be in danger. Okay, I was a quiet person. I was more of an observer. I say that right? Observer. And a lot of it had to do with the stuff that I went through with my hair. Okay, like until I actually like let you guys know, it will probably sound like, what is this girl talking about? Like, how could her hair cause her near-death experience? Like, yes, you know, I would remember things like my own cousin treating me differently, or just doing these little things that she probably thought I didn't notice, and just even saying things to me where I'll be like, you don't know me. For example, she would think that I had like pretty privilege because I had long hair. Life would be easier for me. I remember her saying that more than once. We grew up together. We were both chunky girls. I had the long hair, but it made it so obvious that she was comfortable with me being the chunky cousin with her. But I started to lose weight when I went to high school because of personal reasons of my own, mainly because I was just tired of being bullied, and not only from people from school, like people supposed to be close to me, siblings, just treating me differently because of my size. So I was going through that. So I wouldn't eat certain things, and I'll be on a diet because I was just tired of not being accepted, you know? I was young. So even when it came to my hair, it was just an added situation. One that just left me to be just quiet into myself because I would question what people really thought about me. And the crazy part is, I didn't even notice my hair until I was in high school. Before then, I remember watching like home videos of, you know, just random things happening in the house, and I would see my mom blow drying my hair, brushing my hair out. So I know, you know, there was care put into my hair and stuff like that. But it was not until high school where I started doing anything with my hair. Before then, my hair would probably be in a bun or in a braid, just in one, like with no direction whatsoever. But when I got to high school, I started to, you know, do little styles here and there. I would put it in a ponytail, but I'll like add some twist to it. I'll do single twists to my hair. Like, I remember those days. I also was into Alicia Keys' style. She had this hat and she would like wear it to the side, and like I would wear a bucket hat all the time. Sometimes you could wear hats to schools. I'm pretty sure you could even wear bandanas. Like, there wasn't as much rules. I don't know the rules now, if these kids nowadays can do that, but I remember wearing my hat all the time. So I wasn't even showing my hair as much. But yo, when I tell you the drama because of my hair, and what's crazy was that these people would try to sabotage me and ruin my life and hurt me because they thought my hair was too much for me, or they were jealous of it. I even had friends in high school. I remember this one girl, she was mixed, and she said to me, oh, I'm the one who's supposed to have that hair because I'm the mixed one. I remember, I'm young, so I'm just listening to that like, okay. I don't know, I have this hair, my mother had this hair. I mean, I didn't really say anything to her. Me now would have been like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, what does that have to do with anything? But back then I was like 14, fresh in high school, pretty much a loner. I didn't really have friends like that. Like, people didn't really talk to me because I went from being this girl who was excluded from everything, who didn't really care about her looks, and just went into high school caring a bit more, and then just all this hate and jealousy started to happen. I remember the girls would be the mean ones and the guys were much nicer. So it's like you were looked at to be this girl who just love off the man then, but no, the girls were mean. The girls were damn mean. Like, and of course a guy may talk to you because he may think you're pretty, he's not gonna just be mean to you off the bat. But like, from them times I knew it would be different with girls, because I would have to wonder, like, if my own friend is gonna say something like your hair compared to mine and I'm mixed, like, who's really your friend, you know? There's this one incident that happened in school, and this is when I knew, like, I have to be careful who I make my friend. I have to be careful with just certain people around me who are supposed to be my friend and is really out to get me just because of the way that I look, just because I have this hair, you know? There was this one girl, I'm gonna call her Bumper Sticker, okay? Because every time I see a bumper sticker on a car, I'm like, do I really fully trust what this says? Baby on board, but where's the kids in the car seat? But like, that's just how I think of the bumper sticker. So we're gonna call her Bumper Sticker. Before we went into grade 9, which is high school, we were in elementary school together. Only spent 1 year in elementary school with her because I just moved to this house and we weren't friends, but if I was to hang out, I'm gonna gravitate more to like her, and like we weren't like close, but we would talk at like recess and stuff like that. When we went to high school now, it's like they're seeing a whole new Tash. It's like, who is this girl doing her hair now? Like, you know? And everybody from that school was switching up on me, including this girl, because for some reason the people who came from my school, I was the only one who had a different lunch from them. So I had to even get a whole new set of friends, which was the girl who said, oh, I'm such and such skin color, I should have your hair. So I had to gravitate towards those girls because I had the same lunch as them. So then Bumper Sticker and everybody else was just looking at me like, you think you're better than us because you have this whole new set of friends. No, I have a different lunch. Now you think you're all that because you're doing your hair. No, I just, you know, I have, now that I'm more into myself, I'm noticing my hair, whatever. Time went on in school and I just couldn't take it anymore. The girls were just getting meaner and meaner. There was a couple guys that a lot of the girls would gravitate to, and they would like, okay, this is like high school drama, okay guys, but this is way long ago. Like, I have 2 kids now, and like it's a whole nother life, okay? So, and I've grown up, and one of the guys that Bumper Sticker really liked, we were close, we were together at school, but you guys, we could not even talk to each other that much because people were mad at him for talking to me, people were mad at me for talking to him, and it was like we couldn't even come together in front of everybody and talk. So what he would do is he would make these little notes in class, and whenever we would switch classes, he would like hand me a note, because we knew we couldn't really be around each other because everybody was just so like weird, okay? Bumper Sticker started to have this animosity towards me, and I'm thinking, like, you have your friends, you have like other guys that you talk to, why are you just so on me, you know? But I guess it was to the point where she was just frustrated because I guess she really liked dude, or she was just really jealous of me. I don't know where was this energy in grade 8, you know? So I just started to just be more to myself. I didn't even want to be in the lunchroom. I didn't want to associate myself with anybody. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm gonna leave off at the right spot. You guys understand, whenever I am trying to really be in tune with myself and sit down and make a video, the enemy's out to get me. The amount of times I had to stop this camera but I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, I really do. But anyways, I was talking about bumper sticker and not wanting to just be around any of them. So even at lunchtime, I decided, you know what can I do so that I don't have to be around these people? I just want to come to school, do my work, go home. So we had this thing where you had to complete 40 hours of community service before we graduated. So I was like, what can I do in the meantime to just rack up those 40 hours during school hours? So I decided to work in the office, and I was like, okay, I can get my 40 hours and then I can also be away from these people, and I'll just be learning in the office at the same time. Day one in the office, you guys, I guess I was away from everybody and I was away from bumper sticker, and they noticed it. You guys, it was just like a few minutes in, and the guy I was talking to came into the office and was like, bumper sticker is looking for you to fight you. And I'm like, okay, why? They're like, I don't know, but she's looking for you and she has scissors in her hand. I'm like, scissors in her hand? They're like, yeah, she said she's gonna cut off all your hair. And I'm like, no, she's not. Like, what do you mean she's gonna cut off my hair? Mind you guys, I don't even know what this girl's issue is. I don't know why she wants to fight me. Like, I know she just has this weird thing with me where she's just acting jealous, but to fight me and to want to cut off my hair and walking around with scissors, now that's a bit much. The me that I was like, okay, so where is she? They're like, she's walking around the school looking for you. I'm like, which direction she is? And I remember them pointing to the right, like she was by my locker area. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look for her since she wants to go cut off my hair. So I go in the hall, I turn right, and then I go in the hallway where there's like a whole line of lockers. So the hallway is long, you guys. So I was at this end of the hall, and then when I reach and I turn left, I see bumper sticker all the way at the end of the hall. And I look at her standing there, she's looking at me, and she just had her hands in her side, and I looked in her hand and I saw the scissors. And I remember talking to myself, and I was talking to God, like, I'm not gonna run from her, because I run from her, I'll be running from her forever at school, so that's not gonna happen. Secondly, I'm like, I'll just walk in her direction and I'm gonna see what she gonna do, because bumper sticker was like a twig. Anyways, I was a take her girl, and I was like, if anything, I'm gonna grab those scissors and I'm gonna just knock her down, and that's gonna be it, because there's no way she's gonna fight me. I was like, yeah, right, because them times I was like, I could knock anybody out in my brain. So it was like, I know she can't fight me, that's why she has the scissors, but to say she's telling everybody she's gonna cut off my hair, that was a bit much. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what does my hair have to do with anything? So we started walking. Now she's walking towards me, I'm walking towards her, but I'm like, I just heard she wants to fight me, and I heard she had these scissors in her hand. She never directly said to me that she wanted to fight me, or that she was upset with me, or what her issue was. It's just stuff that I heard, but it added up when I saw the scissors in her hand. So I'm walking towards her now, and we're going fast, but I'm not really looking at her, but I'm walking by her. And she literally just walks by me. She doesn't try to cut my hair or nothing. So I'm like, okay. But she looks pissed. Like, she looks like her face is like going nuts. So I go back in the office now to go continue my day. And then I see this girl come at the door to come and fight me. And she's just screaming. But at that point, I was like, okay, so it's on. So like, we literally get into a fight. It's easy for me to be like, I knocked her out or whatever, she can't be here to defend herself, but I could tell you she did not beat me up. She didn't have no upper hand or nothing. Like, me and her started fighting in the office. Now this is my first day, and I'm like, look how this girl come mess up my thing I can't come back to the office now. Like, I feel bad. This is my first day. I'm having a fight in the office for something. I don't even know what we are fighting for, okay? In my head, it was bound to happen because I could just feel that I needed to get away from these people and I needed to find something to do with my time. And the minute that I found something to do with my time, I couldn't even last a day before these people wanted to come in and fight me and cut off my hair. The school didn't even really look into it. To them, it just looked like this girl has issues and she's trying to fight. Little did they know, like, I was dealing with shit from people like her. And that's why in schools, it's like, I get scared for my kids going to school because of all the jealousy that people can have towards them and just ruin their experience. Because to me, my experience when I first went to high school was just so bad. It was so traumatic. It was just too much for somebody who didn't even understand the things that these people were fighting with her about. Time went on, didn't end up going back to do my community service, but it was rough in grade 9 for me. And I just dealt with things as time went. Every day was just a fight for my life in a way. As time went by, I ended up finding a job, okay guys? Where I lived, it wasn't as developed as it is now. So like, if you work somewhere, more times you're gonna end up working with somebody that goes to your school, or you know, you just see them on a regular basis. Even if they don't go to your school, they live on your street, they probably go to the Catholic school and you guys just know each other. So I remember applying to the job and I remember seeing bumper sticker there. And I'm like, man, I want this job. I want to work here. I don't want to be in McDonald's anymore. Yeah, your girl worked at McDonald's. Even that's like a whole nother story. I remember applying, but I was like, if I don't get the job, it's okay because bumper sticker's here and I really don't care for her. I ended up getting the job, you guys. So now I have to work with bumper sticker. And while I'm there with her, I noticed that she's not being so mean. Like, she's being somewhat friendly. I guess we have to work together, you know? Time passed, okay? And one day, me and bumper sticker end up having a conversation. We just ended up talking. It was so long ago. I don't remember why. I don't remember what we're talking about. But all I remember is her saying along these lines, wow, I can't believe, you know, we were fighting over a boy. And I think she said sorry, but she said we were fighting over a boy. Mind you, I had no clue. I had no clue why she wanted to cut off my hair. But I guess to her, it was like my hair is the reason I got this boy. And she kind of made me feel better in a way because it let me know why she was so bothered and why she wanted to cut off my hair. I mean, after that, I spoke to bumper sticker fine because to me, it's like people grow differently. Maybe she looked back and was like, yo, why was I really fighting with this girl? That is just one thing that has happened to me, but it happened to me so young. And then the way it happened to me as to why my hair should have been cut off, you know, it just kind of messed with my mind sometimes. I was 14 at the time. It's been decades later, but even throughout my life with my hair, I ran into issues like that. Like, there's more that I can talk about, but this is just like the main root of it. It's like, now that I get older, I notice my hair. I want to do things to my hair. And to be honest, like, I've always wanted to talk about my hair on this channel and talk about natural hair growth and talk about how I grew my hair like a long time ago, but I wasn't connected with my hair. And I remember the trauma I went through with it, and I'm like, how do I even talk about it? It'd be hard for me to talk about hair stuff because of the things that happened to me and how long ago it happened. And that is just like part of the story, you guys. Like, I say this to say, when you have something special about you that was just naturally given to you by God himself, people around you are going to most likely, not everybody, but there's going to be somebody jealous of you just because you have that gift, because you have that long hair, because you have a nice sense of style, because you have beautiful features that is just beautiful to them, but they just look at you and be like, man, I wish I had those features. Because you're able to maintain friendships, because you have a certain skill that they know they'd have to work a million times hard to get it, but it was just given to you by God himself. Whenever you come across people like this, just know that it's kind of God telling you what your talent is. And what I do is whenever somebody tells me something negative about my talents, it makes me know the more God wants me to push towards it. When I started this channel, I remember the growth, which it still is slow, but I told myself I don't even care about that anymore. Who's supposed to be here will be here. And I remember my own cousin telling me, why are you making your channel? Nobody's watching it anyways. And I remember I had 76 subscribers at the time. And I remember being in the Fresco Plaza that day, and I was like, you know what? Maybe she's right. I'm like, if I get one more subscriber today, maybe that means I should keep going. And you know, within the next hour, I went to 77 subscribers. Mind you, I wasn't growing for days. I didn't even see a subscriber for days. So that's why I even said that. So I was like, you know what? That's God's little sign to say, no, Tash, just avoid the hate and keep going. Don't ever let hateful people stop you from knowing what your purpose is. You know, there was times where I'm just like, let me just cut this whole thing off and just give people what they want. But is that what I want? No. And I look at it now, I'm like, look how I'm in my older age now, noticing my hair, wanting to do things with my hair when I have gray hair now and everything, because it's like I was clouded from even appreciating it. Like it was too good for me. Like people are gonna beat me up for it. I want to cut my hair off. My own daughter right now, she's so talented. She is such an artist, and I discovered that she can draw. One time I brought her to Wonderland and she came home and she was able to draw like the ride that we went on, and her teachers would tell me in kindergarten, like, no, your daughter has this amazing gift and you should look into it. And I'm just like, what? Like, that's probably gonna cost me so much. Like, if she's really into it though, then you know what, maybe I'll, you know, like invest into her. She's little at this time, but then I noticed like the schools would put up her drawings on the walls, and then her new teacher now would be like, she's so gifted. And so I was like, you know what, let me look into this. And I'm so glad that she has a mother like me who pushes her every day to let her know, even when people don't acknowledge your art, I see it and I know how amazing it is, and it's only a matter of time before you see it yourself. Like, she is so talented, and this gift was given to her from God. Just even the way she invests her time into it, and she's only 12. But I'm just so glad that I'm her mom who can understand that people are gonna hate, but it's all about what God is really trying to say to you. I wasn't even gonna make this video today, but I've been dealing with some people in my life who just seem to be monitoring spirits, and it's like God's telling me to just do things this way. So that's a little about me. Yeah, I just hope this inspires you in any way, that, you know, if you feel like you're just going through things that nobody would understand, I get it. I've been through things with my hair, and I feel like even if I talk about it, people just would not understand. Those are reasons why I can't even trust people to go on my hair, why I'm very picky on the stylists and just people and their vibes in general, because of the things that I've experienced. But sometimes I come on here and I talk about hair stuff, and I feel so like choked up, because it's like, you guys really know how I feel about my hair. But I have to be me at the end of the day. I have to be me, and I don't like people holding me back from expressing myself. So that's myself. And bumper sticker caused me hell, but she taught me so much. And I look at trauma sometimes as just a reflection of where I'm coming from, not where I'm going. I will see you guys real soon. Until next time, I love you guys so much. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Like, it means a lot to me. I feel like I scare a lot of people away off of my videos because I'm not able to just breathe. And if you made it this far and you don't know what to say, I still want to talk to you. I still want to feel your vibes. So you can send me a pink heart in the comments. I'll send you one back. It's so much love. I love you guys so much. Bye.